tricep of Tony Gunn. Just digging his teeth into that muscle. No!
Shauna Reed making her presence known.
CDP again. Out of nowhere, again just reappearing.
Here comes that revolver.
What the hell?
Oh, no.
Revolver swinging for the fences, but Gunn had it scouted.
And right across the back.
Gunn unloading on Revolver in the corner.
What kind of man would use a steel chair like that?
That Revolver might have some cracked ribs, bruised lungs. He might have internal bleeding at this point. Tony Gunn is looking to incapacitate Adam Revolver.
We need to get a lot more people out here. Adam Revolver is in serious jeopardy, guys.
You want to have a tournament to determine a #1 contender to go against me next Thursday night. You know it, and I know it. That's a bad idea.
But hold on. Downward spiral. Cash flow. Amon not waiting for this thing to get started. Steve just makes a beeline for cash flow in this semifinal matchup. Oh my God!
My God, the car wreck 1, 2, and 3.
OVW National Heavyweight Championship, OVW Heavyweight Championship, both titles on the line next week here at Davis Arena.
But good John Stoppman's open. Able to pry himself away from cash flow. An unbelievable clothesline. Unstoppable force versus immovable object. And now Omar splash cash flow.
Omar got momentum now, feeling it. Oh my God! Payload frog splash! Was that enough? Castro did it! Castro did it!
Man, woman, child, I do not care. Whoever is standing across that ring from me, you will go down, 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 down.
Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this hour of OVW Live. It looks like we're kicking off with Jesse Goddard's Chain of the Dude. Is that PJ Jones Esquire?
It's from the established firm of Esquire and Esquire. The legal services once again rendered for P.J. Jones III.
You know, P.J. Jones got Jack Vaughn, that Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Championship, but what's he doing out here with Shannon the Dude and Jesse Goddard? Noticeably absent Adam Revolver after that heinous attack from Tony.
Who is this small child with a tie in the ring?
I think he might be wearing his father's suit.
P.J. Jones Esquire, and he's won case after case here in OVW, but now it looks like Jesse Goddard is enlisting for something. But again, conspicuously absent Adam Revolver after that heinous attack from Tony Gunn last week.
There's no conspicuous to it. He was ambushed by Tony Gunn. I don't know when Adam Revolver's going to be back.
Goddard's sure clearly missing some
Cut the
buttons.
music. You know, after what happened last week, it has become more apparent than ever that Tony Gunn is a clear and present danger. Not only to me, but to all of you, each and every one of you out here. I mean, this guy comes out here drinking bourbon, he throws chairs, and last week, he wrapped a chair around Adam Revolver's head and beat him unconscious. I'm telling you, Tony Gunn has lost what little bit of his mind that he had to begin with. So it is with deep regret and remorse that we have had to take things to this level. Because for the good of my client and I, Mr. Spectacular, and for the good of all of you here, all of you dim-witted morons, you don't realize I'm doing this for you. You should be thanking me for doing what I'm about to do.
Yeah, we usually think you have to call more.
A restraining order against Tony Gunn. That's right. Tell him, Jesse, we're doing it for their good.
Listen, what Shannon's trying to say is we now have to actually pay for a lifetime of admission to a poor girl that took a chair just a couple weeks ago. She and her family can come inside OVW. That's a cost at the bottom line to OVW that we'll never be able to escape.
He's
This man is
making this up. He's clearly just
He's a
lying.
lunatic. He's arrogant. All he thinks about is himself. It's sad that you all have to be exposed to this. I feel bad for you all, and I want to stop it. I really do. I'm willing to do that for you, for all of you. They're trying to chop down trees back there, Shannon. Don't let them deter you from the message that we're trying to get across. Listen, guys, everybody here, what I'm willing to do sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I'm a philanthropist. You know this. What I'm willing to do is once I win that OVW National Heavyweight Championship again, I'm going to take those earnings, yes. I'm going to reach out to Ma and Pa Gunn and say, hey, listen, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. I'm gonna buy your childhood house, Tony, in Arkansas that you love so much with the picket fence around it. You know the swing set that you grew up on? Guess what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna level that bad boy to the ground! Yeah, then I'm gonna put it in the pool! Because, I'm gonna make a sandbox on the outside, bring a little California and fly some sand in from the Pacific, and then make a pool and sit there and drink a mimosa. And say, hey, listen, Tony, you're a loser.
What does that have to do with anything?
Shotgun Tony Gunn!
Tony Gunn's tired of hearing it as we are, apparently.
Oh, officials trying to restrain Gunn.
Try the operative word there. Gunn.
Hold on. Everybody calm him down. You are going to be a witness to a crime. Listen, Jefferson County doesn't have a big enough courtroom for all these people. Tell them, sir.
Right. Glad you came out here, Mr. Gunn. We have a restraining order against you. If you are in 500 feet from my client, you will be sent to jail. I will prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law. I will sue you and take everything from you and make sure you will never step foot in this ring or any ring again. If these people want to see you work, then I have to go to Save-A-Lot to watch you bag groceries. From my measurement, it looks like you are within 500 feet. Somebody get him out of here. Get him out of here right now.
It looks like 50.
Get him out of here.
You're like 15 feet away from me right now, Tony.
Get him out.
Tell him.
Now.
Tell him.
Get him out.
Tell
We
him.
will sue you.
Tell them all.
Everyone in this
Tell
room.
them all. Tell him.
Go.
Tell him.
Get out.
Tell him.
Go.
Keep going.
We will sue you and take everything from you. Get him out of here.
From your
Get him out of here now.
Get him out of here.
Now.
Get him out.
Get him out.
You're witnessing it.
Go on, Tony. Go to Save-A-Lot. Bag them groceries. Get out of here. Get. Go on.
Hey, don't make me kick the last couple teeth.
We'll sue you too. Sit down, hush. Sit down. You ain't got nothing to take anyway. Get out of here.
Adios, amigos.
Bye, Tony.
That's bullcrap, dog. I know. Everything, man. Everything that's done to me.
I know.
To me, huh?
He's a low
No, everything. What? We have no. Hey, come on. We don't want to be going to jail.
Good.
All the.
There's some technical difficulties there. It looks like Tony Gunn being escorted out.
What's happening? Oh, they're rushing. What was that noise?
What? Tony Gunn laid out. This is a truck. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Did Tony Gunn just get run down?
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Obviously, Tony Gunn, looks like he's run down in the parking lot. As soon as we have more information on Tony's recovery and his current situation, we'll let you know and we'll keep you updated. But guys, what the hell just happened?
I have absolutely no idea who that was in that truck.
Jesse, Shannon, they were all here in the ring. I don't know who it could have been.
Folks, medical professionals are going to be with Tony Gunn. We'll give you updates as soon as we have it. Let's just go ahead and get back into the action, get the show, keep on rolling. Linda Kay, my man, if you would, tell him who's fighting. What the hell?
I can do that for you, Brian. The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first. I need to be the best at everything! From Bronx, New York, La Princesa, Tiffany Nieves!
Folks, we're going to do the best we can to compose ourselves here. Obviously, the situation with Tony Gunn, very sensitive, very dire situation. We have no idea what's going on there, but we're going to get back to the show. What's happening as soon as we have an update, we'll let you know. But Tiffany Nieves, we're going to face a woman who's going to be facing her best friend on October 29th.
From Macon, Georgia, she's pro wrestling's best musical diva, the fighting siren, Shaloncé Royale!
Shaloncé Royale back again here at OVW. What she may consider a bit of a warm-up match, a little tune-up going up against the best friend of the OVW Women's Champion, Layla Gray, just a couple weeks ahead of their big title match.
Shaloncé Royale needs to keep her eyes on Tiffany Nieves and not be thinking too far in advance, because La Princesa is nothing to laugh at.
You're absolutely right, Josh. Shaloncé, while she does have a big task ahead of her, October 29th, and facing the unstoppable danger for the OVW Women's Championship. You're looking at Tiffany Nieves, one of the fastest rising female stars in professional wrestling. And you can't look past her, you can't look through her, because she will mow you down.
Yeah, I'm getting word from the back right now, guys. One, Tony is moving his fingers and toes, so that's a great sign. And then second, we do have an ambulance that's on its way. It should be here any moment. Hopefully they get here soon.
Folks, again, we'll keep you updated on that as we have new information. But right now, number one contenders for OVW Women's Championship facing off against, oddly enough, Josh, the OVW Women's Champion's best friend.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Tiffany Nieves and Layla Gray have been best friends for well over a decade here. You know, they've basically come up in the ranks together in professional wrestling. Tiffany is furiously protective. Ooh, look at this, of Layla Gray. And you know, you said this might be a tune-up match for Shaloncé Royale. Well, maybe this is Tiffany Nieves' way of softening her up before she has to face Layla Gray on October 29th at No Rest for the Wicked.
You're absolutely right, Josh. You got to think Nieves would love to put a dent in the armor of Shaloncé Royale before she faces her best friend Layla Gray at No Rest for the Wicked. But also, Shaloncé Royale is the current number one contender for the OVW Women's Championship. A win for Tiffany Nieves puts her right in top. Oh, good God!
Now, a win by Tiffany Nieves. Now, if she beats the number one contender after October 29th,
look at the power of La Princesa.
Using Shaloncé's momentum against her one count, sorry.
Will La Princesa, another pin, two and a half there. The action too fast and too furious here. Oh my goodness.
We've seen that before. She runs in, stops short, gives her that flatliner.
Face first, and look at Tiffany Nieves now grabbing that jaw. And the thing is, when you hurt the jaw, it shoots up into your brain. It is a spreading pain. And Shaloncé Royale trying to disorient Tiffany Nieves. Possibly even set up for that beautiful destruction about later on.
Knees right to the solar plexus.
Oh! God, face to the face plexus. Good God.
Right.
Huge Yakuza kick.
Between the eyes, Tiffany Nieves seeing stars.
Such a hard-hitting matchup here, guys. Both women in there with something to prove, and I think they're proving it. Oh, Shaloncé Royale take a little time to drip some ego across the OVW ring, and now right back on the attack on Tiffany Nieves, who seems to be reeling.
Well, that's the thing. Shaloncé needs to not give Tiffany a chance to recover. Right now, she's just beating her down into the canvas.
Not pretty, not effective. Just laying in those heavy hands of Shaloncé, and Tiffany Nieves has not been able to get back to her feet for the last little bit here.
Shaloncé now trying to drag Tiffany up by her hair.
You guys, you gotta think OVW Women's Champion, Layla Gray. Some are watching this match very closely. And, oh, God!
Another kick right between the eyes. But like you were saying, yes, Layla Gray is backstage. You know she's watching this match. Again, scouting everything. And on top of that, keeping an eye on her best friend, who right now is in bad condition.
Can't trust enough Layla Gray actually not here this week, not backstage watching someone
Look
remotely,
at that,
I'm
look
sure.
at that. Just that banshee scream right into the ear of Tiffany Nieves.
A little bit of mind games. They're also going to disorient your opponent. They're going to mess up that eardrum, the equilibrium.
Gonna make your ears bleed. What it's gonna do.
Just wrenching back and forth in that chin lock while screaming in her ear. That's Tiffany Nieves trying to get out of this any way she can.
I mean, the sound is beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's just a bit much.
Oh! There's that symphony of destruction out of nowhere. Royale picking up a win in momentum here.
This match, Shaloncé Royale!
Shaloncé Royale with her eyes set on the OVW Women's Championship. Their match at Layla Gray this upcoming October 29th.
All right, folks, I'm getting word. We're going outside to Tony Gunn. We're going to get an update really quick.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow. The birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Apply now for our upcoming semester in the first quarter of 2022. Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now. And now, the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson.
Now Nieves is attacking Shauna.
What's ZDP doing? Where'd he come from?
Where the hell? ZDP, that little evil gremlin out of nowhere.
The Tasmanian devil from hell just robbed Luscious Lawrence.
That was the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson. We go for the money. All of the money.
I can't believe what we just saw. We have Tony Gunn run down by a mysterious truck. We have no information about the driver of that truck, folks, but we do have information about Tony Gunn on his way to a local medical facility. We have contacted his wife. Well, she's going to meet them there. And all we ask is you watching home, please keep your thoughts and prayers with the Gunn family tonight. And we'll give you an update as soon as we have it. I mean, the show's got to go on, but the updates as soon as we have it. Tony, I hope you know all three of us are rooting for you, and we're giving you all the energy we got, buddy.
Best wishes.
Let's go ahead and move on with the show, guys. Let's move back into the action. Linda K, my ma'am, if you would.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Austin, Texas, Manny Domingo.
And folks, if there's one thing I know about Tony Gunn is he would insist that this show go on despite the circumstances. He would insist that these men go out there and go hell for leather and fight tooth and nail and give these crowd the show they came for, and we're going to do it in the spirit of Tony Gunn tonight.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen, and Manny Domingo is going to bring the fight tonight. He is the #1 contender for your OVW Rush Division Championship.
All the momentum in the world right now in the hands of Manny Domingo, but a very big challenge
And
awaits
his opponent, weighing in at an alleged 405 pounds and standing an alleged 6 feet 10 inches tall. He is OVW Super Heavyweight Big Money Dimes.
Big Money Dimes there against Manny Domingo. A man going for the Rush Division champion at No Rest for the Wicked, October 29th. And guys, Dimes, despite his size, a former Rush Division champion.
a former world heavyweight champion, former Rush Division champion. I think it's a smoke and mirrors situation. Maybe he put on a chicken suit and did a bunch of jumping jacks, and that's how he got down to the weight. I don't see how he did it.
What?
He's too big now. Look at it, he's massive. Over the top rope he goes.
Sometimes, Josh, it just helps roll with it when you're dealing with Steve, but you know, you're not right. You're not wrong. Dimes, a former OVW heavyweight champion, tag team champion, television champion, anarchy champion. Josh, Dimes has done it all, and you have worked very closely with Dimes.
That I have. Dimes has been across the ring for me on more than one occasion over the course of his career. And I can tell you what, Dimes is a competitor that you don't want to sleep on, man. He's quick, he's got speed, he's got explosive power, and after hanging out with Cash Flow for as long as he has these last few months, you know he's picked up some wicked chops.
That's what I was going to say. Usually flanked by the proprietor of the Chop Chop, Cash Flow. Dimes in singles competition, a rare sight we're seeing here tonight. But Cash Flow, Josh, you know he's got other plans for later this evening.
No, Cash Flow definitely has his hands full with Cowboy James Storm in your main event tonight for both the OVW Heavyweight and National Heavyweight Championships.
Big main event. Big doesn't even begin to describe it. Monumental main event coming up later, but right now, Manny Domingo, #1 contender for the Rush Division Championship, getting that shot October 29th, and then against a former Rush champion. Maybe Manny Domingo, if he can pick up a win, maybe build some confidence. I think, obviously, over a former Rush champion, it would build a lot of confidence.
Manny Domingo holding on to that side headlock. Diamond saying to shoot him off, and look at that tackle.
Huge shoulder there by the 7-footer.
You guys,
7 foot.
you got to think. Dimes in there against the #1 contender with Dimes' partner Cashflow going for singles gold. You got to think Dimes might have singles gold, singles aspiration in his mind's eye as well.
Dimes trying to get an advantage here over Manny. Manny drops down, and look at that beautiful arm drag.
Ooh, the fighter from Austin giving it his all here against Dimes, and Dimes maybe overlooked Manny Domingo here.
Do not overlook Manny Domingo. This is one of the toughest men that I have come across in this business to date. I mean, Manny just has this heart, this grit and toughness, and a never say die, never quit attitude.
Well, Dimes said die with that big clothesline of the disrespect to Manny Domingo.
He did, but look at that. He took tried to take Manny Domingo's head off. Manny rolled right over to his knees. He got his back off the canvas.
He damn near succeeded in taking Manny's head off, and then again, huge whip into the turnbuckle.
Oh, now look
now
at this.
some push-ups.
Yeah, push-ups out of Dimes.
A little bit of mind games from the biggest man in the building.
Those are some of the most impressive push-ups I've ever seen. Barely a 1 count there by referee Jake Cloyd.
Well, you barely get a 1 count of push-up, so that works out. Now, Dimes right back on the attack, not giving Manny a second to breathe.
I can do
Manny
3 when I'm on my knees.
And Dimes.
Oh, he's got him goozled.
Dimes going for that choke slam. Manny manages to roll through. Hang on, pin.
2.5 there, guys, and Manny got what you might want to call an upset there almost on Dimes.
Those arm drags driving Dimes to the mat.
Ooh.
Chop to the chest, but
Dimes coming alive here. Ooh.
He's messing with the janitor of the Chop Shop here.
Is that the janitor of the Chop Shop?
Oh, they need a janitor.
You know what? I'm actually okay with that. We're just going to leave that one laying.
Guys, I wouldn't disrespect Dimes. The man's one of the most decorated superstars in all of OVW. Oh,
I'm not disrespecting Dimes in any way, shape, or form, Brian.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Dimes crashing to the mat.
Dimes in trouble here. Manny Domingo right back on that attack.
Oh, good Lord. Form right to the
All
mouth
right,
there.
looking for the jackknife.
Dimes trying to get that power bomb. You see Manny, whoa, wrapped around those legs and then took him out.
Pinning combination only gets a 2. Manny
Nearly
back
had
up
him
his
there.
feet.
Another clothesline attempt. Oh! My goodness, a big boot by the 7-footer, and then
Domingo's momentum used against him into that boot, followed up with the big leg drop from Dimes.
Dimes trying to put this one away as quickly as possible. And, you know, that's something else too, Brian. You want to try to go for those quick pins, make your opponent expend their energy kicking out. Try to whittle that gas tank down just a little bit.
Absolutely, especially in the rush division where it's all foot on the pedal all the time, all hell for leather. You drain yourself quick, and Dimes, a former champion, well aware of that, working a different style, a slower pace here.
Well, Dimes is trying to keep Manny Domingo grounded because if Manny starts to build momentum behind him, he's a hard man to stop.
You're absolutely right. He's a tiny juggernaut once he gets going. Manny Domingo, oh, goes for a cross body, but look at the power from Dimes.
oh! Drops Manny, and then Dimes maybe looking, oh my goodness, this is Yokozuna-esque as he climbs the ropes.
What? Dimes shades of fade, but oh, knees to the midsection. Manny had the wherewithal to get him up.
Dimes pulling a page out of the LOB playbook there, going for that world's strongest, and then what looked like his version of a Zobomb, the dime drop maybe? I don't know.
Whatever it was, ineffective, and Manny Domingo with that Hurricane Rana right back in this thing.
Manny's got him hooked. He's got him up in that gory stretch. We've seen him use this before.
Dimes face first and goes over the corners. Manny looking for that 450.
Got him with the gory special, and now is he looking to finish it up here?
Manny Domingo, a go-go 450 in the corner.
Beautiful 450 splash. That's all she wrote.
Manny Domingo heading no rest for the wicked with some
Your winner
momentum.
of this match, Manny Domingo.
No rest for the wicked, no rest for the #1 contender for the Rush Division Championship. Manny Domingo in action tonight and picking up a huge win over Big Money Dimes.
Manny.
Speak of the champion.
Congratulations on your big win. I wouldn't get too used to it. You see, when you came to OVW, I truly did underestimate you. But after talking about leaving your family behind, leaving your kids to come all the way to Kentucky, you have proven something to me. You've proven that you're a bad father, just like the last guy I wrestled. You would rather FaceTime your kids every single night in pursuit of what's mine. My championship, my fame, my success, my money, my women, my clothes, my cars, my OVW. So Manny, there's a right way, there's a wrong way, and then there's my way. And ya tú sabes, papi, we're doing it my way.
Cálmate. You see, listen to me, Luke Curtis. All you're doing right now is yabbing and yabbing. Last time you did that, I had you laying down right here for the 1, 2, 3. I came for business. I came here for business. I'm coming for that gold.
Hey, you watch your mouth, Manny Domingo. On October 29th.
October 29th. No, October 29th. You listen to me. October 29th. I am leaving that night the Rush Division champion, and you can certify that.
Manny Domingo not backing down from Luke Curtis.
Manny Domingo tired of hearing it from the Rush Division champion. Laid down the law. It says October 29th, the belt is coming home with me.
And no rest for the wicked. Can Manny put Luke's title reign to rest?
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't gonna be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life. And I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was gonna be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
You are being watched.
You are being watched.
He is watching.
He is watching.
You are being watched.
He
You
is
are
being
being watched.
I have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no clue what that video was. Brian?
Folks, I don't know if our feed got interrupted or something. I have no idea. But and then we also still have no idea what's going on with Tony Gunn. We're waiting to hear from the local medical facility to give us any sort of update on how Tony is doing. And we'll give you an update as soon as we have it. But, Josh, we are on the way to No Rest for the Wicked on October 29th.
That we are. We are building towards OVW's No Rest for the Wicked, which we will have some news for you next week on the Nightmare Cup tournament, Brian.
You're absolutely right, folks. We're going to have big news next week about the Nightmare Cup. So make sure you're following us on all social media platforms so you can be the first one to find out. And we're also going to see Hollywood Haley J versus Freya the Slayer. Layla Gray defend her OVW Women's Championship against Shaloncé Royale, and so much more. But, folks, you're seeing an empty chair here. That means we're going to have a special guest commentator for our main event tonight. And this man knows a little something about one of the championships on the line. We're talking about the Bohemian Brawler. Let's go ahead and bring out Mr. Omar Amir. Omar, this is for you, sir.
Oh. Yeah. Omar Amir, welcome to the OVW announce desk. A gentleman that I have quite a bit of history with after last summer. You know all about the OVW Heavyweight Championship, and you know how much this means to cash flow. What's the gravity of this match tonight? How much is on the line?
God, I mean, everything's on the line. You've got James Storm with both championships. You've got him with the National Heavyweight Championship and the OVW Heavyweight Championship. And Cash Flow has scratched, clawed, struggled to get to this point. We got to see what happens.
Well, you know what it's like to be in the ring with Cash Flow when there's a championship on the line.
Well, and
you know what it's like to be in the ring. Yeah, with James Storm. Sorry, Brian.
No, yeah, I know what it's like to be in the ring with both of them.
So my question for you is this. Who's your money on tonight, Omar?
Who's my money on? Got the experience of James Storm. You've got the passion of Cash Flow. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I can't choose.
Well, it is a tough thing to do, especially in situations like this. I know you would much rather be the man in the ring facing James Storm here tonight. And we heard you say last week that if Cash wins, you're next.
I absolutely am. So we'll see what happens.
Well, let's go ahead and see what happens right now. Omar, thank you so much for joining us at this commentary desk. And folks, it's main event time. It's championship time. And there's only one woman who can get us there. Linda Kay, my ma'am. Tell them who's fighting.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. And it is a winner-takes-all match for both the OVW Heavyweight Championship and the National Heavyweight Championship.
Here we go.
Cash is king.
Here comes Cash.
you down. 'Cause sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongue liar, go tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter, tell him your guy's gonna cut you down. Tell him your guy's gonna cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Cut you down. My good friend, I hate to tell you the news. Don't look my way unless you wanna lose. 'Cause I've been down on bended knee, listening to the words so heavenly. I watched the demons as they fled, with the hand of God upon my head, lifted me up off of my knees. Thought I heard the sound of the angels speak. He said, you see that cross on the hill? Now's your time, James. Do my will. Do my will. Go tell that long-tongue liar. Go tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him the guy's gonna.
Introducing first, the challenger. From south of Wall Street, Cash Flow! And his opponent, from Leapers Fort, Tennessee, he is the OVW Heavyweight Champion and National Heavyweight Champion, Cowboy James Storm!
Folks, heavyweight championship
The
matchup.
Cowboy James Storm!
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Folks, welcome back to OVW, this main event. Bell still hasn't rung. Cash Flow trying to get at James Storm, but James, there we go, bells rang. James Storm's been dodging Cash Flow, coming through water in all of our faces in the commentary desk, and not making any friends here in Davis Arena is James Storm.
I want to call him a word that rhymes with mussy.
We're just a family show, Omar.
Listen,
Family show.
Family show, don't worry.
Oh,
Hey.
this isn't Wordle. We don't need to go guessing the word, but here we go. Action in this main event. Both championships on the line now.
You know what? I said I didn't know who I wanted to win. I absolutely want Cash Flow to kick this man's ass.
Omar, you've been in there with both men.
Absolutely
What's either man
have.
going to have to do to win? What's Cash Flow going to have to do to James Storm in order to win that championship?
Cash Flow is going to have to just, he's just going to have to lay it into him. He's going to have to use his strength, his power, those chops.
Well, you see
use that
power
big
right
body,
there.
just like he's doing now. Just take it to him.
Cash Flow almost being fueled up by this OVW audience who are solidly behind the proprietor of the Chop Shop.
And look at the strength of the Cash Flow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just holding up James Storm. Cover here, cover.
Look at that, look at that.
Two count only. Now let me ask you something, Omar. You've been on the opposite side of that slam from Cash. You know the power of Cash Flow firsthand.
You can literally feel the mat driving up through your body, like all of the air releasing from your lungs. It's an incredible move. Just like you saw just now, he got a 2 count with that one move.
Oh, Cash Flow goes for that huge cross body, but nobody home, and sends him tough to the outside. I mean, Cash has that size and speed advantage, but you're seeing both of those work against him there as James Storm got out of dodge.
Well, James Storm, a crafty veteran. Here's the thing. You brought up that veteran edge earlier, Omar. Both James Storm and Cash Flow. Hey, now hang on, Omar. Calm down. Hey, just bide your time, man. Just chill out. It's okay.
James Storm goading Omar here at ringside. But James knows what it's like under the bright lights, guys. He knows what it's like at the very tip top of the mountain. That's why he is a dual champion right now. But Cash Flow also knows how to perform in the lights of Davis Arena, shine the brightest. This is going to be really a battle of wills here. No, hold on. Oh, good God.
I absolutely remember that. Cash, punch that man in his mouth. Punch that man right in his mouth.
Hey, oh, come on. Come on. What the hell?
James Storm with a trash can.
Referee Daniel Spencer being incredibly
Like I
lenient
said,
here
look
in
at
this
this
main
man.
event.
He's not even following the rules.
Just
This
throwing
dude.
garbage everywhere.
Guys, you got to. Is James Storm maybe trying to take a page out of Jack Vaughn's book, get himself
It sounds like,
disqualified?
yeah, that's what he's trying to do because he's a coward.
Yes.
He's absolutely a coward.
But Cowboy Coward's absolutely right. James Storm's showing what kind of man he is, showing what kind of champion he is. Now, Omar, you look at James Storm, a man who came in and took our top prize, and not because he respects the company, but for his own selfish gains. But you see Cash in there fighting with heart and soul and grit. Which one weighs more? Who comes out on top in that battle of good news?
Look, James Storm risking disqualification. Daniel Spencer being very lenient, knowing what he was trying to go for here tonight.
He's so desperate right now. Look at him. Look at him. Using the hair, throwing trash cans. This man is desperate. He knows his days are numbered.
Well, guys, I mean, so Omar, last week, you and 8 of our top superstars battled it out in a tournament. You guys think maybe that intimidated James Storm a little bit?
What had to have been intimidation for the things that he's doing right now. And you can't count out James Storm, as much as I hate to say it, but he's a former Impact Heavyweight Champion. He was a 7-time NWA Tag Team Champion, a 7-time TNA Tag Champ.
Look at James Storm using that cable to choke up Cash Flow at ringside. I mean, guys, he's been in the dance many a time. He knows how to get a big win, but right now just going into nefarious tactics.
Shouting at little kids, disgusting, disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's deplorable. And guys, in this main event, it looks like twice now James Storm has tried to get himself disqualified to not have to actually fight Cash Flow.
That Jack Vaughn school of thought.
And referee Daniel Spencer being pretty lenient here, going a little slow on the count.
There he is with that
the
blow
stakes
across
of this
the face.
matchup.
Come on, Cash.
James Storm keeping Cash Flow grounded, but Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, when you're against Cash Flow, it's what you want to do because he's got that explosive speed and power that can come out of anywhere.
No, you're totally right, Brian. I mean, that's the thing. Cash Flow, for a man his size, is incredibly agile, incredibly quick. He's someone that you want to shut down early and try to, Omar, you're sitting right next to me. You can confirm this. You want to stop Cash before he can build any type of momentum.
Absolutely, because if you let that man build momentum, he will literally run you over.
Cash Flow will run straight through you, and that's what he's going to try to do to James Storm. Irish whip reversed by Storm.
Cash Flow, absolute juggernaut, but being taken down by that spinning back elbow. James Storm, you see him checking that eye?
Yeah, Storm taking a knee, checking that eye, checking his mouth, making sure that Cash didn't knock anything loose.
Cash. Come on, Cash. There you go.
Yeah, I think James Storm knew that wasn't going to be the pinfall, but still making Cash Flow exert energy, making him empty that gas tank even more. Now, Omar, you were in there with James Storm. Was it more of an onslaught, or was it more of a cerebral attack? Did you feel like you were always looking over your shoulder in there?
It's absolutely both. This, like I said, this is a dangerous man. This is a veteran. You know what I mean? He knows what to do. He knows the moves. He knows the holds.
Oh, no move or hold there. Good God, just crashing the outside. Good Lord.
If you've ever dreamed of being part of professional wrestling or sports entertainment, make that dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling, the OVW Academy with Al Snow. The birthplace of legends including Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Apply now for our upcoming semester in the first quarter of 2022. Visit ovwacademy.com and apply now.
OVW main event, heavyweight championship and national heavyweight championship on the line. James Storm versus Cashflow, a man with Davis Arena in his soul that bleeds the black and yellow of OVW.
Cash is gonna have to dig deep. James is wearing him down.
James Storm has been on the
that
assault this entire break.
He has. He literally knocked Cashflow from the very top turnbuckle all the way to the floor.
Well, and ladies and gentlemen, that edge of that ring, Cash looks like he caught his tailbone or lower back right on the edge of the ring apron where the steel and the wood meets, one of the most dangerous places in professional wrestling to land.
It was absolutely sickening fall. Cashflow almost folded around that apron and look at that. James Storm, that foot on that rope, getting that extra leverage. What a piece of trash James Storm has really shown himself to be in this main event.
I'm talking about trash. If that man comes back over, I'm going to wail on his head with this trash can.
Yeah, Omar, I did sense there seemed like you had some tension left on the table, if it were. And I think that might have been why the trash got thrown over here. You got water thrown over here. James Storm clearly focused on you just as much in this main event.
Oh, and look at that. Storm
right
just
back to
ripping
the hair.
him down by his hair.
And that's
to the hair again. Yeah, listen, you better stop worrying about me and worry about Cash. Because like I said, once Cash gets going, he's hard to stop.
Well, and that's the thing. You know, Brian, you talked earlier about the experience advantage here. Both of these men started in 1997, the same year. Their paths they've crossed before, but to my knowledge, it's the first time they've ever been in the ring together. And you know what? Cash, he's like the juggernaut, man. James Storm has got to shut him down and not let him get any momentum going. Otherwise, it's like you said earlier, Omar, Cash will run straight through you like a freight train.
Well, Josh, that's the thing with James Storm. He's not one of the top competitors in the sport for no reason. He's held championships everywhere for a reason. But I don't know if I've ever seen someone with more heart and determination than Cashflow.
Here comes the coward with the chair. I told you.
What the hell is his problem?
He wants to get disqualified. He can't.
That's not how a champion presents himself. That's someone who carries the banner.
Hang on.
Oh!
Excellent.
Storm himself with a chair. Storm himself with a chair.
Cashflow going in. That's it.
Oh! Almost.
Dude, I thought that was 3.
Cashflow thought he had it. The OVW Arena thought he had it.
That big dummy just knocked himself in the head with that chair. You know what he's seeing right now? He's his favorite cow, Bessie. Bessie's running circles around him right now in that ring. There you go, Cash. Come on.
Cash looks like he's going up top for that payload, Brian.
After that,
squash him.
Oh!
Nobody home.
James Storm had his guy that got out of the way after taking that chair.
Storm's got a chain.
But he's got a chain. Ref
doesn't see it.
Oh, come on, come on.
James Storm chucking that chain. Referee didn't see it. Come the hell on.
Spencer, no. Spencer, not like this, not like this.
Oh! And the heart.
Cash kicked out. Cash kicked out.
I told you.
Cashflow somehow staying alive.
He will not stay down.
James Storm trying to resort to using a chain to knock out Cashflow, but it's going to take way more than that.
Those championships mean way more to Cashflow than they will ever mean to James Storm.
And Omar, you fought Cashflow in a ring surrounded by chains, and you know it takes more than that to put down the proprietor of the chop shop.
Absolutely. Come on, Cash.
This crowd coming alive, supporting Cashflow, but can he fill up the reserves?
Storm charges in. Cash manages to kind of get him out of the way, but Storm with that kick to the back of the head.
Ooh, Storm coming alive now. Put it all at the wall.
Hit him so hard he cut a flip, too.
Kick out. There it is. There it is, baby. You got it.
Storm half a second for retaining both championships. Cashflow half a second from watching it all float
and look
away.
at his face.
Again, this is for the 2 top prizes in OVW, the Heavyweight Championship and the National Heavyweight Championship, putting the whole of OVW on your shoulders as the standard bearer.
Cashflow making his way back to his feet, crawling, doing anything that he can to get off that canvas and stand toe-to-toe with James Storm.
Here comes that. I think he's setting up for that super kick.
Going for that last call super kick again. Cash blocked it. Throws the line. Storm manages to duck her.
Oh my God!
Running cross body by Cash.
Like a semi. 2.8.
James kicks out at the last minute.
Where does Storm find the wherewithal to get that shoulder up?
It's like someone swinging a semi-trailer into your body. Cash used that to get himself to this match tonight. He used it in the tournament last week.
Right now, you're just seeing what these guys are willing to put on the line to be able to put this match away. Both these guys giving hell for leather, going 120%. Both championships on the line. You're seeing how much it means to both men.
Cash Flow will not stop. Cash Flow will not quit. He knows what it will mean to his career, to his life, to be both OVW
Cash.
heavyweight
There he
and
goes.
national heavyweight champion.
Oh! James Storm ducked that clothesline, now one of his own. Look at this disrespectful pin.
Storm pulling him in, giving him that short arm clothesline, second from Storm. Come on, Cash. Look, I know I'm supposed to be an impartial observer to this, but I just can't help it. James Storm has done nothing but disrespect OVW and the championships.
You're absolutely right, Josh, and that's got to be on the mind of Cash Flow.
Hang on. Wall Street crash! Wall Street crash! Cash has got it! Cash has got it!
Hook him tight!
Oh my God! Cash did it! Cash did it! Cash Flow! It's the new OVW heavyweight and national heavyweight champion! The OVW is now your champion, your top champion.
He did it. He won it all. He won it all.
Cash Flow standing on top of the mountain here in OVW after dethroning James Storm.
The man with Davis Arena in his soul. His
Jesse
blades
Goddard.
black and yellow. Now
Constantly says he's the face of
OVW.
OVW. Cash Flow is now the face of OVW. I can't wait till I get my shot.
Your champion. What a hellacious main event. Davis Arena is on their feet, and I don't blame him. Cashflow fought tooth and nail. He scratched and clawed his way to the top. He bleeds OVW, and now he holds the gold as the top standard bearer in our company.
And look at this, the OVW locker room pouring out to show support.